Hi, Brad from bradsautoglass.com and Backglass Slider on eBay. This video is on the replacement of a center sliding rear window in a 2004 to 2014 Ford F-150. It applies to manual and power, heated and not heated. So I will show you step-by-step instructions, and keep in mind that this video is the property of bradsautoglass.com. And if you need a window, you can click on the little icon up in the corner and it'll take you directly to that place where you can purchase it on my website. So one of the first things you need to do is up here, you can see the windows open. There's a plastic channel up here, and you need to get in here with a pair of pliers and pull that plastic channel out. Because what's going to happen is the window is going to slip up, and we need to get past that plastic channel. It's got to go up high, so it'll lip over the bottom and fall into the track. And I'll show that as we go forward in the video. Alright, so I have the headrests and the seat belt restraint for the center passenger removed. And I'm holding back everything so that you can see what I'm looking at. And what we have here is this piece is in the way. And in the next frame, I'm going to mark that with magic marker where I'm going to cut it. Now, if you see enough room that where you can stick a thin sheet of cardboard between there and go vertical with it, you can probably stick your window in there. And I'll show you that after I make the cut. Alright, so you can see I've marked out the area in black that I want to cut. And it's not very much. I'll get up here on top and show you a little bit more. And we only have to go back just past the seat belt screw hole and remove that material, and this window will go in quite easily. Now, on a lot of the trucks this is already made this way, but on some of the trucks it's made like the one I'm showing in the video, and this is the most extreme circumstance. So I've prepped the interior of the truck by putting sheets and blankets over the interior, and I'm protecting the glass with cardboard and tape. And the reason that I'm doing that is because when you're grinding, those sparks that you throw can actually get embedded into the glass. You may have gotten your car back from a body shop and ran your hand across the glass. You feel these little things that you can't see, and you can't clean off with a razor blade. That's from grinding. When you see those bright sparks hitting glass, you're ruining the glass. Kind of like on Storage Wars when they're cutting off the lock, they're ruining the lens. So I've got my reading glasses on. We're going to call them safety glasses. And I've got a full shield, so I'm well protected. And I'm going to come up here where that spot is, where I had originally showed you that needed to be cleared out. I'm going to clear it out. And don't use an air grinder, use an electric. Thinnest blade you can find, and a new one. Alright, so I got a bolt stuck in there to hold this piece of interior back so that you can see what I did. But you can see where we've cut it, and we've given us that notch right there, and that's where the glass is going to slip into and allow you to get it installed. Now, some trucks are made like this, and some trucks you got to modify. And it may be a lot easier if you take your tonneau cover off and work from the outside. Alright, so we've modified the seat belt retainer, and I've powered the window into the closed position. And this is a window that came out of this truck, but it's the same as ours, other than this black piece of plastic that covers the contacts. If you still have that, you can glue it to ours. Ours does not come with that. So now that we have this notched out, and if your truck came with enough notch in there, you're one of the lucky ones. We're going to take and just slip it One thing that I didn't show you in the video is right here in the center there's a bolt, a 9mm nut. And there's a stud that sticks out of it, and I cut that stud off. Alright, so to install this, there's this black piece of trim here, and the headliner is loose. And I'm going to just come up here, and I want to get over as far into my notch as I can, and get that glass to go in there. Actually, that works really nice moving that over like that. And then we come into our notch that we made, and make sure we're lined up on top, and you can feel it here, it's close. You've got to get by this little plastic filler here, which it just did, you saw in the video. Once it does that, you drop it into the tray. Now, if you don't have a power window, it's the same, but on the bottom here there'll just be a plastic track that you're dropping down into, and I just drop down into the little carrier for the power window, and I'll show you how that works. Alright, so the key's on. You can see it closes and opens all the way up. Now if you hear grinding or crunching, that's broken glass that you didn't get cleaned out. So that's how it installs, and then just reverse your assembly and put this all back together. Alright, now that we got the glass installed, I've opened it up about 2/3 of the way. A little bit of soapy water, just so that this will slide. And you'll notice that inside of here, there's a piece of plastic that's going to give you a little bit of a fit. It's the anti-rattle mechanism. The lip on this goes into the cab. You can see at the end here there's a lip, and that goes into the cab. And then you just stick this up here over the top of the glass, and you're going to snag it because of that piece of plastic that's in there. It's going to make the glass want to jump. Actually, if you have somebody to help you that can hold the glass down. And it just jumps right up into place. And we'll test it with that channel in. Closes up nice, opens up nice. So that concludes the video on installing the F-150 Power. It's also the same with the manual. There's not a lot of difference because of the design of the truck. So once you get done, just check everything, clean everything up, put everything back together, make sure you work safe, and if you have any complications or any problems, please feel free to give me a call at technical support. And I'm Brad from bradsautoglass.com and Back Glass Slider on eBay. Thank you.